Hey everybody, I hope you're doing well. I'm sitting in the car. Technically the car's on, but I'm sitting in traffic, so I'm not moving very much. I'm on my way to go pick up the kids from school. Roman brought the kids to school this morning. Yesterday, when I was at my appointment, my doctor listened to my chest and she was like, "You have bronchitis." I was like, "Oh, okay." And I had noticed that I was having difficulty breathing, but I guess I attributed it to, I don't know, maybe the baby sitting somewhere near my lungs, or I don't know, I've had this really bad cough for about a week and I haven't really taken much because, you know, I'm pregnant. So she was like, "Yeah, you need to take something." So I took medicine last night and I took medicine today, already feeling much better. The breathing is probably like 40% better than what it has been, which is great. And I spent the whole day resting. We talked to my doctor today and I'm happy to report that I do not have gestational diabetes. So I am so pleased by that. I felt a little funny for about 30 minutes after the test yesterday, as I always do. It is like a really big, powerful glucose intake. I mean, it's a lot of sugar. And I was just like, oh, I don't feel well, I don't feel well. It just makes me so happy to know that just like Callum and Linnea, baby boy just has a big old belly. It's just like Callum and Linnea. I'm so happy that there's no underlying cause for concern. I go back in 2 weeks to meet with the midwife who wasn't very nice to me. She was a little judgy and was kind of like, "Oh yeah, you definitely have diabetes." And I just can't wait to see what she says. My hope is that now this just encourages people to discover more information, that maybe we don't know everything, and let's keep discovering and let's keep learning and, you know, trust the patient, which is what I have been saying from the beginning. So I'm very pleased. We have Linnea's, it's called a Lichterfest. So we've got her Light Fest tonight. Callum had his, as you guys saw with the clown. Callum had his a couple weeks ago. Tonight is Linnea's. I don't know what her school's gonna do. Oh, okay. Let me get going. Driving now. Okay, false alarm. Anywho, so I'm excited to get to do this with Linnea's school and get to see her interact a little bit with her friends a little bit more and meet some of the other parents. And yeah, it'll be fun. Roman's gonna meet us at the school. I have to go pick up Linnea, and then we're gonna go get Callum, and then we'll go back to her school, and then we'll meet Roman at the school, and it'll just be a really fun night. So yay!
I don't like to swing up in the hall.
You don't like swinging?
No.
You wanted Callum to push you though.
Should I stop? Yeah.
Thanks, Callum.
Then let's go. Let's get something.
Hey, Papa's going to get food for you guys. Okay, so they're making what's called Stockbrot, basically bread on a stick. Roman, is this typical, like, camping food? Roman goes, I guess. Okay, so this is a bit of a fail. Roman and I thought that they would make lanterns in school or at kindergarten, and they didn't. So, like, I guess we just thought it would kind of be like how it was at Callum's, where they make them in school and then whatever, but that's not how it is. So Linnea didn't have a lantern because we didn't buy one. Luckily, I brought Callum's from his Lantern Fest, and Linnea's gonna use Callum's because I brought it for Callum so that he could use his, assuming that Linnea would use hers. We weren't told to bring a lantern or anything. We were just told to bring food. Yay! We get 2 uses out of that milk carton. Well, I have to say, Linnea, yours has a lot of love because your brother made it for you to use tonight. Okay? And next year, we'll make yours all by yourself, okay? Now that Mommy and Papa know.
Sometimes I'm buy me a my pony lantern.
Maybe next year we can make one. What do you think? Okay. At least you have something, right? So we're thankful for that. And you're a good sport about it. You're the best. The kids are just sort of running around right now. Linnea's got such a huge garden. Such a huge playground. It's massive. Laterna, Laterna. Why?
That's what makes my feet hurt.
Your feet hurt?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, Callum, you want to hold it and sing? Okay, come on there, we're going home.
Well, Mommy, that's my Laterna.
Okay, then you come hold it.
Come.
Linnea will hold it now, okay? I think you might have done the right thing. Laterna, Laterna. Okay, well, there they go. That was our plan, just down the drain. All right, we're in the car. I don't know if you guys can see, Linnea's helping Papa pump, well, she's helping Papa pump gas. So tonight, the little party was not quite what we had expected. The reason why, I understand now the reason why they didn't tell us that we needed a lantern is because they didn't do anything with lanterns, which was a bit of a disappointment because Linnea, after going to Callum's, thought that she would do the same thing, as did we, considering the time of year, but they didn't do anything with the lanterns. There were kids that had them. The kids are washing the windows. She's got a little glove on. So there wasn't really like a lantern thing. It was basically just kind of like a food barbecue bread kind of thing. I mean, what I showed was basically what it was, just the bread over the fire and then kids playing on the playground, and they had other stuff going on inside, but Cam and Linnea didn't want to go inside. They wanted to play outside. So Roman looked at me and he was like, I think next year you need to have a hand in this. And I think he's right, because, you know, as big as their playground is, as big as the garden is, it would be so easy just to like make simple lanterns like what they did at Callum's school and then just parade around the property of the garden. They're so lucky to have so much space. So they don't have to hire a clown and do all the big shebang like at Callum's school, but you could still do something to acknowledge the whole lantern aspect, which is tradition. You know, it's a really fun German thing, and this little girl was hoping to be able to do that. But as you guys can probably hear, my voice is starting to get a little rough. I've got the kids in the car now, which is why it's loud. Linnea and Callum. I made sure to stay away from everybody tonight, which was good, and it was outside, so that was a plus, that I wasn't breathing on anybody, so that was nice to kind of keep my distance a little bit. But yeah, it's time to go home.